What's the best way to take $100, double it into 200? Let's find out. $100 to $200 challenge with me throwing. Yes, I'm not risking real money, but we're going to take a look at it from two perspectives. All right. So this side of the rack here is going to be the blast across, spray and pray, hope for the best. This guy's going to play the 6 and the 8, and we're going to see which one works better trying to flip 100 into $200. All right. So this guy's going to go 96 across, which is $15 a number. Going to leave him 4 change. You could take the $4 and put it on something else if you wanted to, like the hard ways, for example. I'm just going to leave the $4 in the rack. We might need it for a press or two later on, so we'll do that, right? And then this guy over here is going to do a simple 6 and 8. We'll go $18 to keep it even, all right? And that's going to need also $6 for caps. So there's for the caps, and there's my change. And we're going to see which one here can turn 100 into 200 faster. Now, it's not the fairest comparison because this guy on the left has a lot more out at risk, but will it work out for this guy? We'll find out, right? We'll find out. Here we go. I'm going to be shooting the dice, so we'll see. Not working to come out, looking for a point to get set. And we got a hard 8. All right, so we'll mark up the 8. No payments there because we weren't working to come out. We were just letting it rock. And now let's see, can these guys get the hits that they need? And let's see which way is more effective. Obviously, a short roll is going to hurt the across player. Aces does nothing for nobody. Doesn't help either one of these guys. Let's see if DiceDegen can have a good enough roll to make this work. And there's a 4-1-5. All right, so that's going to get the across player paid. The other guy is not getting paid yet. So 15 is going to pay 21. All right, and we're going to be full pressing. Right, we have that all out risk already. We're going to full press it up to 35. So we'll take the quarter back. We'll make it look proper, and this dollar will be for the change on that bet because if we hit it again, it's going to pay 49 or 50 for a dollar. There's a hard 8 frontline winner on the 8, and that's going to get both players paid. Going to get them both paid. All right, so it's going to pay 21 to both players. Here's 20 and 1. All right, now we're going to be pressing. This guy has an extra dollar on his, sorry. We're going to be pressing here, okay? So we're going to take it to 30. You could go to 36 if you want, but we'll make it easy for the dealer, and we'll go straight to 30. And this guy is going to do the same thing. He's going to go to 30. And we'll put this back in the rack. Puck turns off, and here we go. Again, bets are off on the come out. Let's see what happens. And we got a 4-2-6. That'll be our new point. 4 and 2. All right, let's mark that up. Again, no payments because we're not working the come out. And here we go. And right back, 4-2-6. 4 and a deuce. Right back. All right, so that's another frontline winner. Okay. Same thing's going to happen here, right? They're going to get paid 21 each. Okay. Going to go to 30. So we'll take this back to the rack. And this guy is also going to go up to 30. Off on the come out. Here we go. 314. That'll be our next point. All right. If you're sitting here wondering, well, we've had a lot of rolls. Why aren't either of these guys doing great yet? Well, this guy here has made a total of $63, right? 21, 21, and 21. So you have to keep that in mind when you're playing this across type system because you could hit your $200 goal pretty quickly. Any hit on the 5, 6, or 8 for that guy will get him to goal or just short of it, pretty close. And there's a 5, 4, 9. So now this guy's going to have the 9 also pressed up, right? So it's going to pay 21. He's going to do the same thing he did on the 5, right? Full press up to 35. All right. He needs a hit. He needs any hit. Any hit will do for that player. Taking back $84 right now for the guy who's across. And there's a 5, 4, 9 right back. So the across player will be done. All right. The across guy is set because that 35 is going to pay 50 for 1. All right. And now if we pull his bets down, okay, we're going to take all these back. Here's 100. That's what we started with. And the rest of this is what we flipped it into. We can clean these white chips up. All right, there's 15 in white. Okay, and then we can clean up this stack here. There's another 100, 125, 135. So we'll take this for a black chip. All right, and this guy has made $135. Okay, now this guy's still going. So we're going to see what we can do here. We'll see if we have a good enough roll that we can get this guy to profit 100 on one roll, one shooter. And there's a 3-2-5. Doesn't help this guy. Of course, the across player could keep going. Some people like to get a little bit more aggressive. We're going to turn it off because all we were trying to do is flip 100 into 200. There's a hard 8, 4-4. All right, so this 30 is now going to pay 35. Okay. 35. All right, now he profited 21 and 21 is $42. Now $35 on top of that. You're at right around 77 bucks. Okay. So he's going to need another hit. You could just leave this out here and go for one more hit, or you could press and try to go max value. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this to 60. All right. So there's 25, 30. We'll go to 60 and take 10 back. And here we go. Now, any hit will do on the 6 or the 8 for that player. And there's a 6-2 easy 8. Just like that. Obviously, nice repeating rolls there on the 6 and the 8. But that's going to pay 70. Okay. And now this guy is done. I'm going to pull these bets down. All right. Let's take a look where we are at. There's 75. We'll change these out for some greens here. Okay, there's a black chip right here. Okay, these are 2 more greens. All right, and now this guy has made 100, 200, 25, 245, 247. So made a profit of $147. right? This guy made a profit of 25, 135. So the 6-8 player actually did a little bit better, was out there for a little bit more risk. But I'm going to end it there. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see me try to flip 100 into 200 in a variety of ways, let me know. All right, drop it in the comments down below. But today was successful both ways, the blast across as well as just playing the 6 and the 8. Let me know which one is your preference, and let me know what else you would want to see. I love you all. Don't forget, you all have a little DGen in you, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.